Welcome to the 30th episode of Little Coffee Chats. With Zach and Kaylee. My name is Zach Mann.
My name is Kaylee Mann.
And we are just delighted that you have decided to join us for our 30th anniversary episode.
30, flirty, and thriving.
It's been 30 episodes. Can you believe that? From where we started?
I mean, I was so hesitant and reluctant to ever do a podcast again and to join you that in ways I'm like, whoa, I am shocked. And in other ways, I'm like, no, not at all. Of course, we're just flying through these.
Well, thanks, I guess. I don't know.
No, it feels, I'm really proud and like excited and happy to be where we are after 30 episodes.
Well, you know that the reason why I wanted to do a podcast was really so that you would do a podcast. And so I feel like I've done my job because I think you're loving doing these and you're loving doing the VPR recaps. And it's been so much fun doing these at least once a week now for the last few months. And last month was our biggest, most downloaded, listened to months ever.
So thanks, y'all.
So thank you. And we also
keep it up.
Yeah, let's keep growing this thing. YouTube also was huge. We have over, well, for us, huge, 30 views. That's better than some of the
30 for 30.
Hey, they've made documentaries about videos with less, okay?
God, that's true. That's actually true. Oh, what I wanted to say about podcasting. I have made so many different types of content like for the last 20 plus years. And podcasting is my favorite because, well, I don't have to do any of the production end of it. I just talk for 50 minutes and then Zach takes care of the rest of it. That is how it should be. I love that. Everything else takes so much work. Yeah. Everything else is grueling. Oh, putting myself on camera, editing myself, writing, editing that. Everything else takes so much. So for me to be able to just gab is perfect.
Yeah. Well, I love doing this. It's so easy. It's just a few lights and 2 cameras. It's not a big deal. So I love it. And thank you for being my forever co-host. I love you.
Well, thank you. I love you too.
Okay. So last night were the Grammys and we love the Grammys. We love award season. And
we do.
It's the midway point apparently.
Yes. We have one more big show, which will be the Oscars in March. And that'll be it.
Wow.
And then we'll have the Met Gala is May 1st.
Okay.
Or whatever the first Monday in May is. I forget what the date is this year. And then we'll have a long stretch until the Emmys.
Oh, yeah.
Which are in September, I think.
Well, as everyone knows, I love these award shows because I like making predictions day one on anything I ever see or hear. You know, I hear a cool song, I'm like, that's a Grammy song. I watch a cool show, I'm like, that's going to win an Emmy. I love that. I think guys love predicting things. We like to win. We like to compete. We
okay,
like
so
making
is
things
the predicting thing you
competitions.
like predicting because you want to be right?
Yes.
And you like to be right?
I love to be right. Even if I'm wrong, I'm going to convince myself that I'm right. Like some of the awards last night, I felt like weren't right. But, whatever.
Okay, let's talk about it. What awards do you feel like we're not right?
I think this could be controversial, but I do think actually Pitchfork agreed with me that Billie Eilish winning.
Oh, yeah.
And that's nothing against Billie, who I love.
Obviously.
And I was obsessed with early days.
Day one.
Super early.
Just so you know, he was right about Billie before anyone else was right about
I was
Billie.
really on the Billie train, but I do think that I'm sorry, I don't think that song is the song of the year.
I forgot about that song.
I couldn't believe it was even nominated.
That song is from 2024. I forgot about it entirely, which to me shows not that memorable to me. That was the most surprising to me of all of the wins.
However, I must say, I do think that without being, rude to the other nominees, I did think it was a fairly weak Song of the Year category. Why? Because the best new artists didn't have a single song in the Song of the Year category.
Yeah.
Man, I Need, Hello. That could have been the Song of the Year.
Well, and that just did not take off until this past summer, which is in the window, but I just think when people are, I don't know what people are thinking when they're voting, but they're obsessed with Billie Eilish.
I just felt like the big tunes from the new artists I thought were even bigger.
Big tunes?
The big tunes. No, but I do feel that way. So I felt like the category was fairly weak other than Abracadabra. But even in that category, you had it was Disease by Gaga, right? It wasn't even Abracadabra.
No, Song of the Year was Abracadabra,
Okay.
Anxiety by Doechii, Apata, DTMF, Bad Bunny, Golden, Luther, Manchild, and Wildflower.
Yeah. I also think that, so this is a critique I'll have, and this will also be something that we'll see with the Oscars for sure, is that when you have these giant categories or like lots of nominees across a variety of genres,
Yeah.
you will end up with let's call it the worst, but like the lowest.
Like the safest.
No, you end up with the lowest percentage winners of all these things.
Oh, that's a
Because
really good point.
there's so many votes being spread out.
That's true.
So I think that's what you're seeing. And so then Billie Eilish has her crew, and all Billie needs to get is like what, 12% of the vote or 15% of the vote and win.
No, that's so true. I didn't think of it like
Anyway,
that.
that's just kind of how that works. And so the Oscars will be we'll see that, I bet. We'll go, wait, huh?
The other big surprise for me, not negative, but positive, was a pop solo performance. Lola Young won for Messi.
That was crazy.
That was like a delightful surprise because she was so happy and everyone else was, I think, so buoyed by her happiness. Like Lady Gaga was happy even though she just lost to Lola Young. And I thought that was going to go to Lady Gaga or Justin Bieber for some reason. And then Manchild was like my third choice.
Yeah, Messi's a cool tune. I think, again, Messi is one of those songs where I go, okay, like I prefer Messi over a Billie Eilish song that year. Like Messi came out of nowhere, was this huge, it's a beautiful track. It's got a great melodic structure. Like it's so much personality, and the lyrics are fabulous.
I don't even know how Wildflower goes off the top of my head right now. And I'm like
no one
pretty
can do
good
it but
with
her.
that.
It's only Billie's the only one that can do it. So I think Messi, to me, fits the bill of like a good surprise. Even though I was, rooting maybe for somebody else, I was like, at least it went to someone who was like, whoa, that's awesome.
Right.
Like Tiana Taylor winning a Golden Globe. It's like,
right.
That's like someone who like totally massive explosion of talent that you haven't seen before, and like it's fresh and it's all this stuff. Like I love that. I prefer that over really, again, the same person winning.
I know.
With that being like maybe her top,
like, oh, sorry, you're too good.
well, maybe like a 30th best song of hers.
I know.
Like I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can't win awards for being consistently good. But let's move on.
What were you happiest about? What wins were you happiest about?
Bad Bunny, album of the year.
Me too. That was my prediction from the very beginning.
Yeah. I wanted to be right about Addison Rae, and I was technically by getting the nomination for Best New Artist.
Yes.
Just being like a fan of hers. But I think we all knew that Olivia Dean would win.
Yeah.
So if Addison would have won, that would have been really cool and like really vindicating. But I think the nomination
Olivia Dean is such a perfect Grammy Academy. Like she's built for the Academy to love her. It's like this kind of throwback sound, but she's so fresh that it doesn't sound stale or old. And she's so beautiful. And she's also British, which helps a lot. And it's like, she's just perfect.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think Addison Rae, the reason why I think there's been a lot of great, really, really, really big music journalists and like respected music people jumping on the Addison train because they're like, look at how different and unique and fresh this is for someone who could have easily been like Disneyfied. And like maybe like a Sabrina Carpenter is like so much more like kind of clean cut as far as the music goes, right? And Addison really pushed the boundary. And then you have Olivia Dean, who's the opposite, right? It's like so perfect, like these. And it's just like, and it is fantastic pop music too, in my mind. But it wasn't very exploratory.
No.
But I think that song, Man I Need, I think honestly, probably the song of the year.
Yeah.
Even though, I love my Haim girls and I loved relationships, I do think that Man I Need will live on as one of the best songs of the decade.
I know you loved relationships, but for me, it was like kind of an okay song.
Yeah,
I was just like, it won't withstand the test of time necessarily, but Man I Need will always sound right.
Man I Need is in the echelon with the other British pop Adele with Hello.
Exactly.
It is. It's just there forever. Yeah.
I was happiest about, album of the year and Lady Gaga winning for pop vocal album.
Yes.
That was also really exciting.
Yes.
I just love seeing my Lady Gaga win. I also can't get over the fact that I've gotten to be a fan of hers for so much of my life, and she's still making incredible music. And this album deserved as much love as it got, if not more. I thought album of the year would be kind of. She's never won that. It felt like a reach a little bit compared to DTMF. I was just like, this is such a knockout album. There's no way it gets better than this.
Well, and the moment for Bad Bunny.
Yeah, and the moment.
I think he's beloved.
Oh my God, he's so cutesy. I love him. Everyone in the room has a crush on Olivia Dean and Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Duh. Everyone.
Man, woman, everyone, yes.
And if you don't want to be with them, you want to be them. You know, it's like, that's just how both of those people are. Oh, I just went to put my foot in a slipper and it was a dolly under the table. Oh, no. Sorry, girl.
Oh, dolly.
Sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah, I think so. For me, watching, again, look, when the album of the year gets announced, it is the biggest moment for probably any musician ever, even ones that have won before. I don't think Taylor has, every time she's won one, she's now won the most or tied for the most. Like, it's still special.
Yeah.
That moment is even more massive when you have this huge spotlight on you for really negative / politically charged reasons. Mm-hmm. And so for him to win that award, the first Spanish language album to win.
Album of the year, yeah.
Album of the year. I mean, how long will that last? I mean, that's groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Like, that's not easy to do that. Like, it can't happen again unless it's him, right? Like, this is groundbreaking, transcendent stuff. And to have all the Puerto Rico stuff, Super Bowl stuff, ICE stuff, all that charge, and everyone is going to be expecting him to say something. Mm-hmm. And then he delivers a compassionate plea for love, mm-hmm. for understanding, mm-hmm. that there's only one thing stronger than hate, and that's one thing, but there is something stronger than hate that can beat hate, and that's love.
Mm-hmm. I mean, beautiful. Love him.
So, yeah, that's the person that deserves album of the year.
Yeah.
That human being deserves all the accolades. And I know he's going to have an absolutely incredible show.
I can't wait for his Super Bowl
and
show.
Hopefully the Seahawks are up by 3 touchdowns.
Ideally, they will be.
Ideally,
I need them to be.
Ideally.
It just felt really... It was like justice in Grammys, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how I felt about Beyonce winning last year, which was like, yes, you are the most deserving person of this. She's deserved it so many times before in her career. It just felt really like justified. And this felt totally justified. Like justice is being served on behalf of like music and human rights and just what is the right thing.
Right.
It's like the pit competency porn. Like, it's like, this is the right choice. It's the wise choice. You know, it was like satisfying to see that.
Yeah.
I will say, so I got really nervous at one point during the show. Like, I had butterflies because I wasn't sure if Beyonce was going to walk out to present Album of the Year, because it is tradition that the winner of the previous year for Album of the Year presents. Last year, Taylor presented to Beyonce because Taylor won for Midnights the year prior. Right. So like before this person comes out, Cher has just been on stage and thinking Luther Vandross is there to accept an award and back from the dead. Can we just give people more guidance if they're older and doing award presentations?
Why did she leave the stage?
She didn't know, or she forgot. You know how good are our parents at listening to us?
Well, Trevor Noah also like gave her the award. Why wasn't someone super famous to give her an award?
She was alone up there. They didn't have anyone up there helping her whatsoever. It was kind of like, that's a lot to put on her.
Did they like last minute give her this achievement award? Like what?
That was weird.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm thinking, well, you know, they just had Cher up there. There's a chance that Beyonce is backstage right now. And I'm an idiot because, of course, she's not backstage. It was Harry Styles, which I guess is pretty good too. But like that doesn't follow the order of things.
Right.
But whatever. I mean, it's cool to see Harry Styles, but I was really hoping for
know,
Beyonce.
you
But
were really
Beyonce
excited.
is like in her usual lockdown mode before an album rollout. I got excited when she was at F1 and she was looking just
yeah.
absolutely bodacious and
Yeah.
hot as can be. And her hair was like gorgeous and curly and like honey blonde again. And she had the aviators on and she's with Ferrari, which has a horse, which is like the next phase of what the horse would be for the third act. Look at that horse, look at that horse, look at that horse. And they're all in different, and the Ferrari one's kind of like reared up.
Right. Oh.
So, you know, the theories are theorying, but I was really hoping she would come out. But I also wonder if she's like, not only do I not want to do this, I would pull too much attention, or like the way I have to present myself is like, I don't know. I just feel like I just think it was probably just a no for her, but also she's in that mode where like, we don't see Beyonce and then she drops something, you know, like act 3 is near.
Well, I think music is more fickle than film. I don't think you would, Meryl Streep isn't going to hide if she's not nominated from the Oscars, right? It's like you go to that. The Oscars has that panache where you go to the Oscars.
Of course, you don't disrespect. It's so hard to be invited to the Oscars.
But going to like Staples Center
or Crypto, wherever they were.
Yeah, but going to
like Beyonce is like, I have been to the Grammys 35 times.
It's just a different experience. So I think that's it is funny though to think about that. Like Taylor and Beyonce, two of the two biggest artists in the world weren't there.
Yeah.
It's like that would never happen.
Also, like I fell down like the Beehive rabbit hole on TikTok and someone was like, imagine Beyonce presents album of the year and it goes to Lady Gaga and Lady Gaga gets on stage and they announce Telephone Part 2. Like I was like, oh my God, fantasy world. Yes. But whatever. Oh, also I saw a blind item this week that they're going to do a remake of Thelma and Louise and like Lady Gaga has signed on and they tried to get Beyonce to sign on and she didn't.
Beyonce's done with acting.
I think, she made that, which I think is wise. You make it clear to the universe what your direction actually is. And like that worked out perfectly for her. Anyway, how did I get to Beyonce? Album of the year.
I love that Gaga. I love her as an actor.
I love her as an actor. I love her as a singer. I love her as a performer. Like she's just meant to do everything that she wants to do. I love her so much.
All right. Well, let's talk about one of the interesting moments. Our friend Jelly Roll, he wins for best modern, or was it contemporary country album? Is that how you do?
Yes.
And he goes on stage and he's become he's very religious and he likes to pontificate his religious beliefs.
I felt like he was yelling at me.
And I have nothing against that, and especially things that make your own life better. Like I talk about that with you a lot. And when we don't talk about religion or politics on this show, but I do think it's important. We're in a moment right now where people are talking about it, and we use our own social media to talk about things that are important to us. And we come here on this podcast
to not talk about those things.
Because we want to have a moment just for you and I, really, and our listeners to just not think about some of these things.
Because also we do talk about this stuff like all the time, all day, every day. And I very wrongly and ignorantly assume that like if you're listening to, if you know one of us, like you know where we stand on things, but that's me being like privileged and ignorant. Like you have to like speak out and say where you stand, which we do in other platforms, of course. But
Jelly Roll is a good segue because, he's being asked, or he wins this award. He goes on stage, talks about his love for his wife, which is awesome. Love for God and Jesus and how it really helped him, which is, I think, also awesome. And I want to say that it's also not really his place to necessarily make some big statement about politics. It's not. It really isn't. I truly believe that. It's not your place. Expectation place. You know what I mean? Like if you don't say
during
something.
During your acceptance speech?
During any time. It's not, I don't think you should, I don't feel like someone should be forced to say something. I'd rather have them just say it because they believe it, right?
Totally.
And Jelly Roll's experience and others just like him don't have an experience where they actually think or care about some of these things. It's not part of their daily lives. That doesn't make them a bad person or ignorant, whatever. But like, I don't think that Jelly Roll should speak about things that aren't important to him just to say something. So I'm glad he didn't say it because he has a strong belief in Christ.
Right.
And he's talked about that, and that was fine. But then afterwards,
right. In
he's
the press
asked
room.
about it, right?
Yes.
And that's where it gets a little bit interesting, where he tries to like defend himself then by being like, well, I'm a dumb redneck and da da da. And then you're going,
There's a part that feels like an act to me.
Yeah, then
where
it
I'm
starts-
like, Jelly
yeah.
Roll, come on. You're like actually you've at least led us to believe that you're a very empathetic person.
right.
And we've seen we watch a lot of like singing competition shows, and we've seen him be judges and being like so
Yeah.
like sweet and understanding and like a gentle kind of soul who has overcome a challenging and tough background. So you would think when presented with a question, he would answer with an empathetic soul and mind.
Right.
And it to me sounds like he was probably guided not to say anything specific.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're playing a role right now, which it feels a little bit like a cop out in a way. But I also think people hear that and we go, okay, well, we know where you stand. That's not like where I stand. I think that's what people just assume.
Right. Well, I was going to say, yeah, I think that's true. I think, well, again, win an award, talk about Jesus, your family, whatever you want. I get that. You don't have to talk about politics in that moment. But then when he's asked directly about it, he did say that he's going to say something later. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I didn't see that part. No.
Yeah, he made some statement about how he's going to like, at the time and place, I'm going to like make a presentation or speech about it or something. He like made a whole big deal that he was going to do something about it, but not like saying what it was. And it's interesting because I do think it's really dangerous for celebrities today to actually have the courage and the confidence to make a political stance. It's scary. We live in a society now that wants to have everything be black and white. That there is competition, right? There's a right and a wrong. Politics has become a sport. And if you pick one team, then the other team can't like you. And you have to be prepared that if you go one direction, even if you think you're being empathetic for one side or being whatever on the other side, it could leave you completely hung out to dry with one group of people hating you, like hating you. And that's kind of wild. But at the same time, I do think it's very impressive when I see people do that. And Alex Cooper is someone who's really kind of jumped over into being like, I'm going to make a stance. I believe these things, and I'm going to lean into that. And I'm really impressed by that.
Right. But someone like a Jelly Roll it's a tougher line to toe because, and herein lies the rub and the issue that like even people like myself, what I was saying earlier, which is that we go, okay, a lot of people are saying, well, what you have to say about ICE isn't political. It's a human rights thing. But then online with Jelly Roll not saying anything about it, people go, oh, well, then that's MAGA. So we assign that to them anyway.
Right.
And we're constantly looking for labels and signifiers. And like, I have a general stance on how I feel about influencers get a lot of flack about what they post and, acknowledge and don't acknowledge. And my personal belief and stance is that I have been on the internet a lot. We were very active on social media throughout 2020 and on, and I have seen people post and not post, and I don't think it makes an actual difference in real life. Right. I do think it's good for awareness and for like knowing the right senators to call and whatnot, but I really genuinely have not seen it make enough of a difference, like whether you post something or not. I just don't think it gets people anywhere. The only thing that it's useful for is a signifier to other people who want to know exactly where you stand so they can judge you.
Right.
Or they can decide whether they want to support you or not.
Right.
And like, I don't know, it's a bit of a trap.
It is. And that's what's frustrating because you can't have conversations about it because, again, there's one side and another side. There is no blend. There is no gray. There is no middle ground. There's no conversation. Someone like Barack Obama what I loved about him is that he could actually have conversations with the American people and with his constituents about difficult things. And he'd get heckled. People forget that he was heckled by liberals all the time who wanted him to be way more liberal. And he would say, well, don't yell at me. You know, let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about these things, because it's so easy just to be like, I'm one thing, I'm another thing.
Right.
And that's why it is even more impressive today when people come out. That's what I'm trying to say. But with something like Jelly Roll, I don't expect Jelly Roll to like make. Jelly Roll has extreme power.
Right.
To actually make what you just said about posting on social media, whatever. He could actually do some really good, because his side, being pro-Jesus, religion, God, all that stuff, and then to see what's happening in these communities and these people that are being targeted and not realize, oh, that's literally the teachings of Jesus. And not making that connection to the public is disappointing.
Yeah.
Because it's right there for you.
Right.
And when you don't do that, you're doing that because you are afraid of potentially hurting and sacrificing some commercial success with that group that really follows you the most.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing because that person has a lot of, it's not enough to be ignorant today. But at the same time, I understand it, right? I get both sides of it. And even for me, because I could be I feel like I'm very Switzerland because I want to make progress. I don't believe in being, and when it comes to politics, being right doesn't always mean that you've won the conversation. You have to be able to make policy decisions. You have to be able to actually get votes, right? You have to be pragmatic. You can't just be like, defund the police. It sounds good on paper, but like, what does that really mean? How are we going to win elections with that methodology, right? These are all important conversations to have that you can never get into a post on social.
No.
It's a conversation, and we've lost that.
Yeah.
And so if you can't speak about it and go back and forth and debate, then a lot of things just get lost. And I hope that, well, I know that this 2026 election cycle, the midterms, the Democrats are going to kick serious ass. And then we'll see what happens when it comes to impeachments and funding and all this stuff. It's going to be it's only getting started, babe. And then the election fraud claims, it's going to be wild. It's not going to be good, but I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Every day is exhausting.
Yeah.
Every day is so frustrating to me. But anyway, I mean, that's as much as we really want to get into politics right now. Yeah. But I just, by the way, I'm not trying to say people like Jelly Roll and people who are like influencers with a few 100,000 followers have the same influence. I'm not saying that at all. My commentary about influencers is just like speaking to what I see and like influencers. People like Jelly Roll have a very real influence on people. What do you think about someone like a Taylor Swift not saying something?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't mind not saying something.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because then it's like, okay, so are you just saying something to say something? I think people like Taylor Swift or like Beyonce try to do things with their actions more so, and money and donations. That speaks to like where they stand more. Obviously, Beyonce supported Kamala, so
when
like,
Taylor,
she did her part.
Yeah, I think it's like, how much heat do you want on you, and at what time? So I think for Taylor, I bet you $1 that before the election, before the midterms, she will make a statement.
Yeah,
because that will be the most powerful and impactful moment, because she knows voting matters more than anything else.
Get them.
So if
right
she all of a
sudden
has something to say, and she takes away that moment, especially because the Bad Bunny, like, to me, it's like, you know who should speak about this is Bad Bunny.
Right.
As far as like celebrity music culture during the Grammys, he is the one. His message should be the one that we should look at and go, he's the target of this. His people are the target of this. He's literally like...
And look at what he's saying to do to combat this.
Look at what he's saying.
Yeah.
So I look to that and go, well, that is a North Star. Nothing that Taylor says or Billie Eilish says is as important as that.
Yeah.
You know, even though they can say fine things, but I think Taylor will use it for voting because she's been pretty impactful on getting people to vote.
Before, yeah.
And I think that's the time for her to have her name in the news.
I think that's a good... I wish we could just remind people of that too. It's like they will use like their impact at the moment that they feel like will be. How did Beyonce use it right before?
Why would she do it right now before Bad Bunny wins this? Then he's going to be the Super Bowl. Like, these are moments for the culture that's feeling the most impact from this has a chance to actually present their love and their beauty and their magic to the world.
Yeah.
So like, don't take that away.
Right.
You know, but anyway, I think that's, so far, I think that's probably why for Taylor.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, because then everyone says something, you're like, okay, well, this came out of nowhere. I don't know. Nothing. Use your impact the way that you feel it will have the most impact.
Yeah.
So, Angel.
Yeah.
What are your Super Bowl predictions?
Oh my God. Well, I honestly think that the Seahawks will win 35-14.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
I'm bullish on the Seahawks. I normally am not bullish on them like this, but I feel like we are a better team. I think we are battle tested. We've played great games. We've had, the Patriots. It's funny. The Patriots have played 2 really, really bad outdoor games with snow and blizzards, which means they haven't had a lot of like good football playing experiences where everything's going right and you're doing, and so it gets, sloppy football is not really well practiced, right? Mm-hmm. And so the Hawks have played really, really good games with good weather, with like true play. And it wasn't a slop fest and like just gut it out somehow, right? So I think they're in better position to really be playing at all cylinders. So.
And that was 35-14? That's your prediction?
I think so.
Okay.
And I'm not the only one that thinks double digits. I just don't think that the Patriots have enough juice to beat us. I think we are juiced up. We know who we are. We are mad as hell. We know we just played the best team in the NFL, the Rams. We won't take anyone lightly, but we want to show the world. And so I really believe that they can go out there and just kick ass.
For this prediction, I really hope you are right. I'm a little scared of an alternative. So,
well, look,
just because I don't want you to be sad or down. I just want you to be happy and celebrate.
Well, thank you. Making the Super Bowl, as any fan of the NFL would know, is a huge honor. It's a huge deal. Just making the game. Not every team has even made the Super Bowl. Okay?
Tell me about it.
So I'm just stoked that we're in it, but I think we can kick their ass. And if we lose, then good for them. I know we're a good team, but if we lose literally any other way than we lost last time against them, I would, I'll tip my hat. But if we lose painfully, that would be hard. That would be very hard. That would be very, very, very hard.
Well, I think you're going to be right.
Do you have a prediction?
No, my instinct is that the Seahawks will win. Okay. Like that is my genuine.
You want to make a guess? A score guess?
No, I'm with you on yours. Okay. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Do you have any performance predictions for Green Day or Bad Bunny?
I think Green Day is going to probably do a lot of fuck ice stuff.
Yeah.
I think Bad Bunny will not. But as far as performance goes, I think Bad Bunny is going to bring. I
think Bad Bunny will lean into the celebration and like the celebration of their culture and how beautiful and amazing it is.
It's going to be so much unique music performances. Like I don't know enough about the music, but like think about all the different types of
Have
Latino.
you even listened to this album of the year?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
No.
Okay.
But just all the different types of Latino music that exists from different like varieties.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be showing up on stage. It's going to be like a real, it's going to be a feast for the eyes.
I'm excited.
And ears. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really good.
I mean, it's got to open up. I feel like it has to open up on like a trumpet or like something, it's going to start like, it's going to have, oh my God, it's going to be so epic. Yeah. And he's just on stage, he's so incredible and he's just so easy to look at. And it's just like, you just love him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I loved his SNL performance when he was just like sitting on the beam in like jeans and flip flops.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So good.
He's just a badass. So yeah, I'm
also, I feel like everyone loves him. He just is so lovable.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever said anything bad about Bad Bunny. He's actually like good Bunny.
He's good Bunny. I know. I think it's going to be one of the greatest. I think the game is going to be really good for Seattle fans, and I think it's going to be an epic halftime show. I mean, it's all lining up to be just fantastic.
Firing on all cylinders. Oh God, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, Angel, it's time for our favorite segment.
Sip on this. Sip on this. Sip on this. What are you sipping on?
Okay, this week I am sipping on diners. Zach and I love diners. I've always loved diner food. I just think it's really nice. You can select like, oh, I want a little bit of breakfast, but I also want some French fries, but maybe I want a salad or a BLT or a whatever.
Or a side of cottage cheese.
Whatever you want, like a diner has it. It's just, I think it's one of the truly American restaurants that exists and that I love the most.
Yeah.
It's just a true American establishment. I just love diners. I just today ate at Max and Helen's. So Max and Helen's is a restaurant on Larchmont. It's been open for a few months now, and like it's usually impossible to get into. I actually saw a girl on TikTok hire a TaskRabbit to wait in line for her for 3 hours.
Wow.
But she paid him $65 an hour or something crazy.
Damn,
like
I'll
it
do
was
that.
like really good
For a-
rate.
For like a table pancake?
Yeah.
Just for one. I'll take that. You don't got to pay me 65
like
bucks.
if you like going on a weekend would be impossible unless you go like right when they open or something, you know? So
Okay. Well, how was it?
it was amazing. I loved it.
Oh, man.
Like excellent diner food. And it's created by two of the best like LA chefs. One of our favorites, Nancy Silverton, is involved.
Love Nancy.
We love Nance. Her episode of Chef's Table like made us fall in love with her so hard.
Yeah.
So Kelsey and I, also speaking of the Grammys, right before we were seated, we needed a two-top and a two-top left, and Tyler, the creator, was leaving with someone. So
I thought he got blown up in the Grammys. He survived.
he has such like a distinct, cool, like signature style that you just go, well, that's Tyler. You know, like he's wearing like the cap on and like the little like 1950s kind of shirt and the short. I love the 1950s like look that he has. And like him coming out of a diner just feels right.
Do you think you got his table?
I'm pretty sure we got his table.
Wow. How fun.
So,
all right, so what'd you order?
Okay, so I got black coffee because you have to test a diner coffee just as is. And it was excellent.
Was it
was
hot?
dark. It was hot.
Okay.
It was perfect.
Good.
We also got their signature hot chocolate.
Yum.
Insane. It comes with like some toasted marshmallow like on the side.
God.
And the chocolate is dense and thick. It just tastes like melted bar of chocolate, basically.
I'm so jealous right now.
It's so good. So then we got a waffle for the table that comes with maple butter. And the waffle tastes like kind of malted, or there's something interesting about it, it was fabulous.
Crispy? What was it?
Perfectly crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside.
Oh, man.
We got a Cinny's cinnamon roll because we have to try.
Yeah.
I've been dying to try the Cinny's cinnamon rolls. And it's like the freshest cinnamon you've ever tasted somehow. And like the bottom of the cinnamon roll it's cooked to perfection. The bottom of the cinnamon roll has just enough caramelization to give a little bit of crunch on the bottom. Oh God. The icing is melting. It's phenomenal and not too doughy. It was, just perfect. And then I got I think it's called like the Larchmont Slammer or something, which is eggs, your style, a protein, is it bacon or sausage, hash browns, and a pancake.
Wow.
And because I just wanted to try as much as I could.
Yeah.
And
wow,
everything
you guys
was
went ham.
phenomenal. I was like, I'm just trying to try everything and not want to explode after.
I'm so jealous.
It was perfect, but I brought you home our leftovers.
Ooh, I can't wait to try.
You already had tried them. I saw you eating it with your fingers.
Yeah, but you know.
But I'm just here for diners and like making diners popular again. That's what I'm sipping on. What are you sipping on this week?
Well, I mean, I wish I was sipping on coffee and eating a freaking pancake and a waffle. And
I
a cinnamon roll right now.
You should have been there, but
okay.
I needed to catch up with Kelsey.
Yeah, of course. Well, I am sipping on Noah Khan is going back on tour. Yes. The Great Divide. So Noah Khan went on tour last year. We were in Europe, or a year before, I think last year. We were gone. We missed him in LA. It was such a bummer. It was probably amazing. Then we wanted to go to see him in anywhere, and it was all sold out, so we didn't go. But now he'll be back at the Rose Bowl in LA. I'm sure there'll be plenty of seats to get this time around. We bought tickets. We had to give them away.
We did.
Oh yeah, so we bought tickets last time. So anyway, can't wait to see him. There's a lot of great music. We're going to go see Lady Gaga in February, which is this month. So live music, again, sip on live music. Go see all the shows you can. Big, small, medium, tiny, whatever it is, go check it out.
Yeah.
I tend to only go to the bigger ones. That's because I should go see more small stuff.
Yeah, but we're pop girlies.
We are pop girlies. But yeah, I'm sipping on that. And obviously, I'm sipping on the Seattle Seahawks in the mother Super Bowl.
Yes.
This Sunday, 3:30 kickoff. Again, my prediction, 35-14 Seahawks. I think it's going to be close in the first half, like 10-7, maybe even Patriots or Seahawks. And then third quarter, we're just going to turn it on, and then we're just going to keep them down. So I'm super bullish, which I'm never bullish. But we're not playing the Rams. That's the thing. I know how good the Rams are. I know how good the Seahawks are if they can beat that team.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be able to handle the Patriots. I think one game only. I think we're going to step it up and crush them.
I think you are too.
Why not?
I have full faith. Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Why not? And everyone will be able to tune in next Monday or next Tuesday for how you felt on Monday.
Oh
so.
my God. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be great. I sense victory.
We should have the podcast maybe Sunday night after the game.
Let's not put too much pressure on things.
Okay. But thank you everyone for listening to our 30th episode. I can't believe that we have made it this far and we have 30 times more to go.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
At the very least.
At the very least. Like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Keep downloading them. Listen all the way through if you can. Also leave us comments on the Instagram videos or TikTok videos. We want to hear what you think of the episodes. And we love y'all so much for listening.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.